Hey guys, I have been getting some questions about what type of cursive or penmanship I am teaching in the Cursive Connection. So I did a lot of studying from the early 1900s. This is the Palmer method, and I do reference that a lot because that's the most widely known. Like, oh, I want to look for a traditional cursive. Palmer method is what's usually going to come up. So the Palmer method was originated during that time. That's all I'll share in this little video because I just want to point out that A.N. Palmer, he developed this, and these are his letter forms. But I also have drawn inspiration from Mary Champion, E.C. Mills, Meyer. They were all penmanship during that time period, and they came up with their own writing systems. So, for example, this style of B here that I have, this is a laminated exemplar that will come in the student set and the boxed set of the Cursive Connection. And so each week I build into the curriculum some time in what I call vision. And vision includes tracing the exemplar and then studying historical samples. So this laminated exemplar is in the physical box or the student set. So what I was mentioning was these B's, for example. This B is very much a Palmer style B. And then this B is more of a Mary Champion style B with that entrance stroke. And then if you look, we've got a couple different E's, but if we look at the F's also, this is a Palmer version. This is a Palmer version. And then this, which is more widely known in today's age, comes from Mary Champion style. So I have looked at all of the different exemplars and put together my own exemplar and my own style that I teach in the Cursive Connection. Of course, I've drawn inspiration from the penman. These P's here are the Palmer style, which would match this style of R. And then these are drawn from other penmen, but they also fit with the script. So maybe someone doesn't love this style of P and R and they want to do this style. And then again on the T's, this would be a Palmer style. So I have included some variations just because I want you to be able to look at historical documents, and if you see an F that looks like this, you'll still know that's a capital F because there were many penmen during that time that had their own handwriting systems. And then if we look at, I have two different styles of numbers. If we look at lowercase, you'll see C's with the entry stroke a lot and C's that stand alone a lot. You'll see looped D's and straight D's. Another one are the R's. So that's kind of a standard R that we are used to in today's cursive world, but this is also a running R that you'll see a lot in historical documents and different scripts. And then the T's, and then this really funky looking one you may have never seen is a running T. It's found at the end of words. So for example, over here I have this worksheet, and I have a set of worksheets I've just put up on the site as downloads. You can kind of just test it out and see if you love this style of script, if this is what you're looking for. But if you are looking for traditional cursive, I have it for you. So this word different includes the straight D and then the running T at the end. So I do encourage the different styles so that you can find them in different documents so that you can change them up depending on what you are writing and what you are studying. So I do like to teach those variations. I'll give you a glance at these worksheets. So that's something different, is that I will encourage the slant, which isn't necessarily encouraged much anymore. If you grab a cursive workbook off the shelf, you won't see slant lines. You won't necessarily see the slanted letters, which is what really makes them beautiful, but also is the more natural movement for your arm. So I do teach with the guidelines. As we move throughout the course, I remove some of the guidelines. They're kind of like training wheels, so this is what a guide sheet would look like. And then as we move along towards the end of the course, we'll remove those slanted guidelines. This is to help us develop that muscle memory as we're riding along and we are creating muscle memory. So I have some worksheets again. I've got, these are just some spelling words. And then I have some interesting words. I've got some Spanish words. These are month words, days of the week and months. And then like a A to Z in colors, so you can practice all of the letters. So these are the first couple that I'm going to upload. If you want to just try them out, go ahead and grab one of the downloads and try it. And then if it's exactly what you're looking for, I do have the online course that has all of the downloads for the curriculum. I have just the download of the workbook available. I have the student set, which includes this and a couple other things to go along with the online course. Some families requested that because they have lots of children in their home. They didn't want to fight over the full box. And then I do have the full box experience that has the pens, the pencils, the journal, all the fun goodies to really create an experience in developing a student's penmanship, or if an adult wants to improve their penmanship. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that and where I draw inspiration from, so you can kind of understand that it's not the Palmer method, because then we would just be working out of these workbooks, right? And this isn't my work. But I've studied all of those penmen and brought it together to bring you the Cursive Connection, which connects our cursive penmanship today to the penman of the past. So I'll link everything below. Go ahead and check it out, and I'll be back with more resources for you soon. Thanks, guys.